I see Mike got his job done.
Mike?
You're on.
Hi.
Listen. No. Listen, we're on. Everybody, please pay attention for a moment. Guys, please pay attention for a moment. One of the first things I'm going to say to everyone, and it includes everyone here, anything you say, anything you two say, anything you two say, anything you say is picked up and recorded. So I see a selectman shaking his head, but at least if you're in the first row, but I have to admit, I was listening on television the other night when you guys were talking, and you were not supposed to be heard over there. You were heard. Oh, you did change it yesterday. So, okay, thank you. Not even in the first row? I just
It's on 2 lots.
So you got somebody to.
okay. So, yeah, okay, guys, you're not listening to me.
Sorry.
So just be aware that if you have any individual conversations, they're going to be picked up and they're going to be broadcast. So if you do have them, be careful what you say. That's my advice. Okay, thank you for my little outburst. We have a new, not a new policy, but it's been a standard policy for the planning board ever since I can remember. And once in a while we get a little relaxed, and then we realize it's not to our benefit. So all of our regular meetings are not open to the public. Public hearings are held on every conditional use permit, every subdivision. So people have plenty of opportunity to come in. You can call any of us anytime you want. But it's just so that we can attend to the business that we have to attend to and have whatever discussion we're going to have here. So just to let everybody know that. So the first thing is Mr. Stanhope. Is that you, sir? Oh, there you are. Sorry. Mr. Stanhope has an application. Does he have that? Do you have the application?
I don't know.
Do you have the application?
Yeah.
Everybody.
It's this right here.
I'm sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
Mr. Stanhope,
Right
if you
there.
could just explain to us what it is. What it is you'd like to do, and state your name and your street address, please.
Yep, my name is Tom Stanhope. I live in 24 Stanhope Lane. It's just a long driveway. And named for 911, so I'm not full of bugs. But the address here in Limington is 12 Powwow Lane. And my family's owned that. My grandparents owned that for a long time. We recently bought my cousin out to put in a 12 by 20 shed to start. Eventually, we would like to retire up there. So we looked at expanding the camp as much as what is allowed, and then also a garage.
Okay.
So we put all three into the request.
But they won't be all three done at once?
2026, we want to do the shed. And then the other ones will be done before I retire, or as I retire, which is probably 6 years.
And you're on Powwow Lane, that's what.
Yep.
Do you have any questions, Mr. Stanhope? I think it's a pretty straightforward application. He's done a lot of homework. He's done a great job of presenting. And what happens next, Mr. Stanhope, is that we schedule a site walk. These site walks are open to the public, but they're conducted like a regular meeting. When at least 3 board members get together, it's considered a public meeting. And so you will not be barraged by questions from the public. They will have to sort of, we just looked that up as well, trying to get ourselves legally on track here, if you will. So what would be a good day? We like to do them during the week if possible, in the afternoon? Or do you live out of the area?
Yeah, so if you guys give me the date, I'll try and be.
What day would we like to do Mr. Stanhope's sidewalk? Usually we ask the days that you can't make it.
I was under the impression you did them on the same day as the next meeting, which was the.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
No, just, Tuesdays are bad for Bob? What about everybody else? Okay.
Friday the 15th, 10 o'clock.
o'clock. That okay with everybody?
That'll work for me.
Friday the 15th, okay with you?
I think that's good. At what time?
At 10 o'clock, and, right, exactly. Okay, so Friday the 15th, and if you can't, if you can't make it, you could have a representative, like if you have an engineer that's drawing up your plans or something like that,
Yeah,
you could have that person be present for you,
yep.
okay?
Yeah, I'll
So
be there.
Friday, the May 15th,
Do you want him to stake off where, like the garage? And
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no sense in us going out if we don't know where you're gonna be putting these.
I have the shed staked off. I can stake off the garage, but
You would,
I am gonna have to shift the driveway a little bit,
Mhm.
get around the garage, just because when you do your 30-foot setbacks and then a 75-foot, it's very small choice to put it in, which it does affect the current drive, so we just kind of gotta push it out.
okay,
So I'll have to put in one corner stake that's temporary.
all righty. So if you're comfortable with that, Friday, May 15th at 10 o'clock, we will meet you at Tower Lane. And we advertise these in our local shopping guide, and the selectmen usually announce them so that if there are public who wish to attend, they are more than welcome to do that,
Okay,
but they're not members of the planning board. Okay?
yep.
Do you have any questions for us?
Is everything, do you find everything
Oh,
appropriate?
we
in
just
the-
got these tonight, but I'm sure from what you sent me in an email that that's pretty thorough. And I appreciate that, thank you.
All right, well, thank you all. Thank you for your time.
No problem. So now we go to our regularly scheduled next meeting, which is gonna be a little bit early. But- Oh, yes, we do. I'm so eager to rush through for Aaron. All right, is there a motion to accept Mr. Stanhope's application for the construction that he presented down on Powell Lane? Bob made a motion. Is there a second? Second. Darrell seconded. All in favor? Okay, thank you. I will slow down now. Is Aaron here or did he leave?
Don't consider-
Right now.
Aaron, you're up. I'm gonna share this, is that okay? Yep. So this is your preliminary plan, right? I'm sorry, but this is not an open meeting. This is, I beg your pardon, it is an open meeting.
Yep.
No questions until we do what we have to say. Any questions we may have? You ready?
Ready to go?
Okay, so you want to bring us up a little bit more up to date on what you presented compared to what you had last time?
Okay, so this plan now has contours. It also has a very rough idea of where the wetlands are. When honest,
It's the wetlands, is that what it is?
yes, on our site walk, we saw the wetland delineation. It has not been GPS pinned. It is superimposed here on the map, so we get a good idea. We changed one of the lot lines, added an extra 100 feet, so we could get one of the test pits within the lot, so it becomes a
Was that the
suitable
lot
lot.
you were concerned about where the house was going to be?
Yes, I really think that's all the changes that went on from the previous plan.
And do you have the road design?
I have he's working on the actual design, but I have the plan of what we plan to do. He's gonna incorporate the swales and stormwater protection or whatever it's called,
Okay.
Stormwater system design. And that last map also was missing 2 test pits. Those
Like
2, you
100%.
guys now have the plan for that with passing pits. So every lot has one.
So even that lot that had the house that, because of the wetlands, there was room for both the house and the well and the storage?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Any questions before I open it up to the public? All right, we'll open the public hearing, and anybody who has questions, Aaron, everybody, when you get up, state your name and address, and go to the podium, please. It's gonna be the first one. Bonnie?
Bonnie Lord Laughlin, Cape Road. Could Aaron show I think he's calling it a new version. Could he show it so that the public could see it, please? Or at least those of us who want to see it, I guess. Questions about the wetlands especially. And just see the camera.
Bob's gonna, take this up. Basically, it's a 14-lot subdivision down, on Van Blake Road, which is off River Road, entering River Road from the, 117 side. So if anybody wants to look at the plan, this is the time to do it.
She wants you to point it towards the camera, Bob.
Oh, you want it on the camera?
So put her in front of Joyce, I guess.
That could be an issue.
I don't think the camera's.
I'm not sure that the camera's gonna pick up any kind of deep.
Like that's where you need to be if you want to be on camera.
No, that won't begin to show
There
it.
you
The
go.
camera can move over to there.
She's got, yeah,
Oh, can you?
I don't think.
I mean,
Danielle, where do you want this, camera, this map to be put up so that the camera can get it?
Turn around, Bob, for a second.
Turn around back there.
Yeah.
All right, just stay that way for a minute. Danielle's gonna. Yeah, see, it's really, it can't, it's too light, it won't show up. Yeah.
I can put it on the podium, and whoever wants to see it.
oh, there it is.
And Aaron, obviously, can point out what the trees are. What's that?
She had it pretty good.
If you just stand there, she'll zoom in on you.
No, no,
No, you're
Turn
gonna to the front.
No, turn,
Oh, there we go. Yep. Oh, no, you had it.
go back,
Oh,
Turn back.
keep going.
there, that's
Okay.
where you should.
don't
be.
move.
Turn, Bob, with your back to us. Turn with your back
Touch
to
the table.
Turn with your back to the planning board, please.
Where's the camera?
It doesn't make any difference. She'll get you.
It's not that?
Come this way.
Okay.
How is that one?
No, Donna.
We already ended that. Let's see what happens. She'll get it. Oh, this is-
Well, look at that. All right.
All right, for those of you that can see it, I know it's fairly light, but
Yeah,
that's,
Hold like that, Jason. That's the best we can do right now.
All right, so Jason, you stand there. We gotta be done by 8. Yeah. Okay.
all right, Bonnie, did you have a question?
Yes, I was able to walk the property, not on my day, but Aaron kindly, I walked it. So my question then had to do with wondering about the wetlands. Did they go? Did they go?
They went to you.
Yeah, okay, your question about the wetlands.
And I guess Aaron, from what I heard a moment ago, he's clarifying something about the lots that have the wetlands in them. So I would like a little more information about that, because it seems to me, from what I had before I was able to see anything tonight, member of the public, was that it looks like there are wetlands in lots 10, 11, 12, 13, over on the other side of the road, and 14. And indeed, are they still there?
They are still there.
And what is the plan for the wetlands?
Well, the plan is to work around them.
Yeah, they shouldn't be
Work
touched.
around, I'll let you.
Yeah, there's plenty of space within that to put a house. You could fill a small portion in order to access a building lot over there, which would give plenty of room for the well and septic.
So that's all being taken into account?
Yes.
For that assurance?
Same with here and there. The wetland's far enough back where that, yeah, anything that's got these little.
Is this one a part of the, or is that the remaining land?
That's the remaining land there.
This,
Yeah,
wetlands
this
in
is the
there.
last one there.
okay, so,
Last 13.
so is this correct though, that 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, and 15, and 16, and 17 all have wetland occupation,
Yes,
and that'll be worked around?
yes, there shouldn't be any building in there.
Okay, well, any building or any proximity to the wetlands that
Yeah,
is.
the setbacks will definitely.
Has
Setbacks.
to be met, yes.
So is there going to be another map that is in the works to show those setbacks or whatever, or?
That's,
He's going to sell the lots, but I don't mean to interrupt you, Aaron, but it's my understanding that you're selling the lots and then the people will be building the houses. You're not going to do
Correct.
the actual construction. But whoever the builders of the individual homeowners are would obviously want a survey of their land or a map of their land. And it would be pointed out where they could, and Craig would enforce where the houses would go to stay out of the wetlands.
That's the job of the people buying each of these?
Well, I
lots?
mean, no, it's the job of Aaron and his engineer to mark where all the wetlands are. And then since he's not building any houses, when they come into the town for a building permit from Craig, he will be the one to ensure that they don't infringe on the wetlands. Am I correct, Craig?
In some developments, I'm familiar that there are covenants placed on the lots before they're sold by the developer. So I didn't know how it was going to go.
Yeah, at this point, I don't believe there's covenants. It's a matter of the code officer enforcing.
So what's the next step for Aaron? Does he bring us another map? Or
Well, this is a major subdivision, so the board will review this and vote on this preliminary plan. And then he has 30 days if he wants it or needs it to bring in a final plan. And there will be another site walk with the final plan. There will be another public hearing with the final plan. And then we'll vote on that. And that probably, if Aaron has everything together, will be on our next meeting. I think it's May 18th.
Well, thanks a lot for answering my questions and the opportunity for the public to be in touch with you.
Anybody else have any questions for Aaron on subdivision? Molly?
Can I still say something, please, as a public hearing? Right now, it looks like it's 7:20, and we've sort of been through this before. From what I saw on the town website for the agenda tonight, Aaron's presentation was going to happen at 7:20. It doesn't seem like people are barreling through the doors, but there have been times in the past when, if a meeting is advertised for a certain time, it's.
Well, I do my best guesstimation for the times on the applicant to come forward, but if anybody does come in, we will certainly let them ask that question.
It might be that it was just advertised that way, so thank you.
I could restart it. If anyone needs it. I could restart if anyone needs it.
I don't, my guess is if they were coming, they would come. So, any more questions? No? Any on the board?
I have one.
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes, Pete.
I took a ride down and on my own. I was trespassing. And
Stay on you.
I was looking at the areas 13, 12, and 11. And now you've got a big designated area, there's some wetland, but doesn't that dry up? And I said, it didn't look as if there was a permanent wetland.
That's a great question. I've never really walked back there.
Well, a wetland is determined by the type of vegetation that grows in it. So if it has the vegetation, when it is wet, it is a wetland. And the soil is a wetland, even if there isn't standing water on it, it's the vegetation, in my understanding.
What I'm asking is yes, we get the vegetation, but it looked like solid land.
It is. It's not swamp.
It's not swamp.
No, it's not swamp, no.
It's just a little bit wet. It's
Wetland.
too wet to pass a soil test for building. So there's some of that could be built up, like to put a road in. So you can access the drier area.
Because as you start building, I mean, developing, you're gonna increase drainage and
Yeah, there might be, we think there's a layer of clay below the sand, and that's what's holding the water.
go ahead.
Anybody else? I think the one thing that, one comment I have, very good sidewalk, I thought, even though I had to drive it. No, it was very well presented, and you answered our questions, as particularly on is lot 11, where there's a lot of wetlands, and, you know, it was determined there was space to build a house there, or, and also the thing that we will need is the road details, if
Oh, you did say there were some concerns about
fire pond,
all that and the distance, the 200 feet on the road.
yes.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those were denoted in there. There were, if you look to the side of the lines, like if you look at like, say, lot 9, for example, it's 180.75, and then the L, 19.25. So that gives us our 200 feet. So the big numbers, and then I guess the small one is just maybe where the road turned or something like that.
Okay, so
I
we
thought
add
you
them
figured
up.
that
Yeah,
out
yeah,
anyway.
Add those up, those equal your 200 feet.
that makes sense, yeah.
Yep.
280 plus 23.
So the thing that we would ask you to get, and one of the things I would ask you to get, is to get a fire chief comments on the cistern or the pond, whichever, and I think you said that he verbally told you he preferred the fire pond.
Yeah, I think you told Craig that.
Told
I have
Craig
not
that,
personally
okay.
talked to him.
And the other, my response to that was with the arid, the dryness that we're having, you know, would the fire pond stay? And I believe Darrell corrected me that it has to be a minimum of 3 feet constantly to really be able to meet the fire needs.
Yeah.
So we need to have assurance from, you're not doing a hydro study there, are you?
I actually, if I was going to, if you wanted
I think
to
it
do
might be a smart idea, but I'd ask the rest of the board what their opinion is.
Well, he's gotta be able to guarantee the water's gonna be in the pond. I think it would be,
So probably a
I
hydro
know
study.
they're 3 weeks out for the study. So you could, if I just,
Yeah,
what my thoughts were is that we could plan for the fire pond, and if the hydrology study comes back as a negative,
Right.
then I would do the cistern.
we have in the past gone ahead and just put in the notice of decision saying X point has to be met before, but doesn't hold up our voting necessarily.
would he be able to tell you how big the pond has to be?
Yes.
Okay,
Well, I think, I mean,
it's not have to be very big, not for 20,000, but
And you're talking about the fire chief?
Yes.
Okay.
the fire chief what?
That you're involving the fire chief with that decision, or how big the pond is, or?
No, that, I think Ken would probably design it, and then
Right.
the hydrologist would tell us if
But-
that will hold the water.
You'll be involving our fire chief as well, or?
Sure. Emo should be aware.
Yeah, the email is always in the loop.
Nemo okayed the fire pond though, right?
Oh, okay.
I think he said it was preferable.
If you can get him to put something in writing, just so it can be in the file for future reference.
Sure.
Save everybody a headache, I think. Okay.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings.
I have one question, I don't know whether you know the answer, because I don't. But you can fill 4,300 square feet of wetland. Does that apply, the law apply to every lot you could do that to?
I think once it gets separated, I would assume that's the case.
I don't know the answer to you, but
I was kind of wondering the same thing, but Ken and I were talking about that too, and I believe
Ken
that's
would
what he was
know.
saying. Yeah,
He does this all
because
the
we were
time.
talking about accessing this, and he said that you can fill an area of a certain percentage in order to access a dry land. Not necessarily to build on it, but to access.
Well, his reputation is such that we would take his authoritative word for it. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. If you could go to the mic, please. And if you could state your name and your street address, please.
Bethany Brown, living in Woodward. I just had a question about filling, you were talking about filling in wetlands for a road. Where would that be?
Oh, it would just be if you, so this would be the lot right here.
Oh.
So you can fill a small portion of here in order to get to that dry spot.
Okay,
And then the lots would be here. They wouldn't touch the,
so even
Same
though
there.
they're selling the whole lot,
yeah,
they
you
won't-
really, nothing would be built back here.
even after the lot is sold,
Mhm.
we can make sure that they're not gonna touch the wetlands. Okay, and then, And then the other question I had is there's a really nice stream that runs all year round, up by this lot here.
Which lot number is that?
It's the 6-acre lot. It goes right through there. Is that
Lot
in-
6?
Yeah, no, it's
No,
this one.
It's the one to Craig.
Yeah, is that stream won't be interrupted whatsoever?
Absolutely.
Because that runs year round, and I know that there's a lot of wildlife that.
Could I ask?
There's a
which
stream on
lot
lot
number it's
6?
on?
So, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say,
It's where? Out, up where it says Ben Blake Road?
Yeah, it's across from lot 6.
Oh, okay, I got it now.
But that stream runs year round, and there's a little bridge that covers it, and I know there's tons of wildlife. I've walked this whole area, many times over the past 20 years.
Is that this right here? I don't think it touches lot
Oh,
6.
okay.
It's
Okay.
just behind it. It's the stream that feeds
I
Woods
know
Pond.
there's snowmobile trails down through, and
Mhm.
over here.
Yeah, the snowmobile trail is right here,
No,
and then it
here
veers
we-
off.
yeah,
Oh yeah, that
this
one
way.
is right at the edge there. Yeah,
Okay. And then, this will
That's
be remaining
paved.
forever?
that's remaining.
Okay, and never being
I
covered?
I don't foresee it being.
Okay, because it is wetlands, I just want to make sure
Yeah.
it's protected. Also, I'm just curious about, if there's been any studies or anything done about any possible endangered wildlife?
No, we don't usually. We don't usually.
That's something that that is done.
If there's endangered wildlife,
Especially if there's wetlands, there could be, certain turtle species, or other cactus species back there that I'd just be worried about.
I understand that, but I think that with the areas that are going to be built on, particularly in lots 11, 12, and 13, 11 and 12, let's say, the buildings have to be so far from the wetlands that they would not be infringed on.
I had a house down the way, and the water table's very high
Mhm.
down there, and my house down, where I live now, the water table's pretty high, so, yeah,
Okay, thank you. Bonnie, you had another question?
Couldn't quite, could you please repeat what Beth just asked about which lot? I heard the stream in lot 6, but she was first.
No, it's across from lot 6.
Right here.
Oh, across from lot 6.
Yeah, it's over here.
It's not one of the lots he's going to be building on.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's right up here.
The stream goes.
It's the one that goes like across from the airport
Mhm.
and then down and feeds Woods Pond. I assume that's the one you're talking about, right?
So
Okay.
what did lot 6 have to do with
Nothing.
this?
Nothing, I just asked a question. I was, just to locate it.
So when Beth was identifying, when she first came up and was talking about wetlands, and you all were saying, oh yeah,
Yep, right here.
that had to
Those
do
lots
with
that
the
you
10,
talked
11,
about,
12, and so forth that we're talking about down there, thank you. Does Aaron plan to pave the road?
Yep, he has to.
Yes.
It has to.
It's a
be.
I
subdivision.
prefer not to.
Mm.
Make me not.
Mm.
That won't work.
I wish you didn't have to also. And in terms of egress and exit, I came in, entrance and exit,
Mhm.
I came in River Road. Is that the one-way in? That'll be good. What happens way down here?
So that gate will be put there.
Okay. So that's in and out.
Good.
Okay, any more questions? Did somebody raise their hand? Yep. Jake has the answers. What?
Very nice. Thank you.
should be able to for $14,400.
Okay, Bob has a question. Let's get back on track here.
And this may be answered right here. Do we need a hammerhead or any kind of a turnaround at this?
At the end?
Yeah, he's not showing it, but yes, there needs to be one.
What is it? A trap?
Hammerhead turnaround at the end?
Fire.
So somebody can,
Big enough for a fire truck to turn around.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what we were gonna do about that, because should ever I go further down the road, how will that work? I was thinking of actually possibly doing some sort of roundabout, so it could
Yeah.
be continued, but I don't know, once,
Well, as long as the roundabout will let the fire engine go around it, I don't see why that would.
They're very hard to plow.
It's the cheapest way out.
It's very hard to plow.
That's true, he said roundabouts are hard to plow, but if you,
We could leave it straight, just wide, a little bit wider at the end.
yeah, but the fire truck has to be able to turn around and exit.
Or back in. I mean,
Back
they
in,
can
yeah.
pull up.
A place for them.
So maybe we could have like a left back up and turn around, something like that.
Ask the chief.
Yeah, we can discuss that too.
It's definitely an emo.
Do whatever works best.
I think those things have a radius, turn all those things around.
Yeah, I'd have to look at what the,
Maybe somebody will have a really nice driveway that they can back around.
Well, yeah, that's basically what a hammerhead is. All it is, it's basically a place to back up.
Yeah, I got a question. You take a lot of 11. Now, the only
This
place.
is gonna be a town road anyway, so I guess it's a town problem, anyway, right?
11?
Try to make it the best possible scenario though.
He's asking about lot
Lot
11
11.
and where the house is going to be, right off the roadway. That's,
Yeah, it'll be in that second little bit.
Camp.
Well, I mean, that's 650, that's 650 feet in length in total.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly what, I mean, the scales, that's 1 inch is 100 feet. So if you put that in there, I don't know too many houses that are gonna be more than 100 feet, so.
Okay, really my question is gonna be, can you put a driveway over the wetland?
Yes, you can.
You can, okay, yeah.
Just, you have to fill a certain percent. But you may be able to squeak the driveway to the side of it. This is close as far as the wetland schematic goes. So it's not exact on here. So that could shift a little to the left, a little to the right, which means the lot lines may shift a little to the left or a little to the right once
that will
it's
be on
plotted
the final
correctly.
plan.
Yes.
And the other thing that was looking at that, I says, well, if you start digging the foundation there, where's the water gonna go?
Well, you're not gonna do, that's not gonna be a foundation lot, that's gonna be a slab.
A slab block, okay.
I don't think many of these houses will actually have foundations, because it does have a pretty high water table. At the beginning, it's like 4 feet, so they could probably do like a, half exposed if they want a foundation.
All the questions I have.
Okay, anyone else?
I think for the final plan, we should have whatever fire turnaround, 'cause it's gonna come.
Oh, yeah,
up.
he's gonna have to show it.
now.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah,
have to
sure.
show it. Yeah.
And, any tweak to this, there may be, and I don't know how much more detail we can possibly get, but, other than that, I think it's a pretty decent map.
You'll show the turnaround on the final plan, right?
Yeah, I think that needs to.
I would assume that's standard.
Yes.
I've never done this, so.
Okay, any more questions? If not, is there a vote to accept the preliminary plan as presented? A motion? Darrell made the motion, Victoria seconded. All in favor? Okay, we'll see you within 30 minutes. To be on, if you have everything done by the 18th, just let me or Craig know.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys.
That would be, that would not be a public hearing, that would be you presenting the final plan, and then we have to have a public hearing 2 weeks later.
Okay.
And vote on that, whatever that first meeting in June might be. Okay?
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you all. Have a good night.
You want this speak?
You have one? You-
The next is a little bit early for a public hearing for Mr. Frizzell, so why don't we do the minutes of the last meeting? These these are the minutes of April 21st. And are we ready? Well, he's not a quarter of, so we've got 10 minutes till.
10 minutes.
Yep, it was advertised, so.
Before the time is actually there.
Just in case there are other people. You got it all set? Okay. My corrections were at the very bottom of the page, first page. Chair Foley said there will be a preliminary hearing. It should be public hearing. Not a preliminary hearing. See, at the very last sentence of the first, so it should be public hearing. On the second page, under the bolded, it starts preliminary plan for subdivision of 14 homes.
Which one? 14 homes?
Yeah, no, that first, it says preliminary plan of a subdivision for 14 homes. It's on Ben Blake Road. It's not on River Road. So River Road should be taken out. Excuse me. You see how River Road? Yes, because it's not physically. Can you get that open? And then on the last page, the first paragraph, the second line, the second sentence starts with Chair Foley said. Yep. You have it, Chair Foley said Grace will step into Victoria's position. That's not how it works.
Oh.
Chair Foley said she recommended to the select board that Grace fill Victoria's position.
I guess I stepped out of turn there.
Other than that, I have no other changes. Anyone else have changes?
Yes, I have, I guess we have different page numbers because I did this on my own, but, where it says chair above other business.
Yeah.
Chair Foley said there, okay, it says Daryl Hubbard made a motion to have Joyce Foley to be chairman and Grace Davis seconded the motion. All the members were here. She can still do that?
Oh, did I leave all in favor?
I
Well,
mean,
Grace was the associate, so.
it's okay for her to second.
Not
I still
really.
don't even know where you are on here. What page?
Does anyone remember who seconded Daryl's motion? Oh, this is, here, right here. It said
Oh, no,
Grace
you know
Davis
what?
seconded the motion, but Grace is an alternate. She may have seconded it, but I think you are probably. Yeah, it should be Bob seconded it.
Grace can't.
So Bob, put Bob's name in place of Grace,
Seconded it.
Why am I doing that?
because Grace is an associate member and she can't vote.
I was an alternate last week.
Oh.
As I am this week.
Well, from now on, you're all there.
So
You can go
Bob
from now on.
seconded.
He was here last week. He was there.
Yeah, everybody was here.
Bob seconded it, okay?
Yeah.
Any other,
I see a misspelling of Pete Langevin.
any other corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept the planning board meeting minutes of April 21st as corrected? Bob made a motion, Pete seconded it. All in favor? Okay, thank you very much. Now, since we're on that topic, I made a significant boo-boo that last meeting. We voted on a chairman, but we did not vote on the vice chair. So I make a motion that Bob Drays be appointed as vice chair for the next year. Is there a second?
Second.
Victoria seconded. Any discussion? All in favor? Bob, I apologize.
Perfectly okay.
I think my ego is running awry or something, I don't know.
I've been keeping my hand on my knee instead of voting tonight. Don't worry.
Next time.
Okay, the other thing is, yeah, we still got a couple of minutes. The selectmen, and I don't know if they voted on it, but Jason can tell us. It was brought up by Tammy, I believe, that there should be a discussion around a data center moratorium until we can get our ordinance in, updated on that particular subject. Have you guys decided, or? Okay, so, yeah, right. But, it's too late for it to be on the June, so it would be for the November. So you have to ask Patty when, and I'm not sure, like, on one of the, moratoriums, the planning board did it when it was the moratorium on the water, wasn't it? Some time back, what was the moratorium we had? Help me. Anyway, we have to figure out whether you guys go ahead with them putting a referendum on, or I think you do, and then we have to meet, update the ordinance so that when your moratorium is up, we're all set to handle the situation. So
It's different about a data center than any other commercial building.
the use of water, I think there's enough electricity and water. And they brought it up. I'm just saying we need to get it straight. So if we're gonna do it, whoever's supposed to be doing it, think about doing it. So, but it's not a subject for discussion at this point. I just wanted to be sure we were on, on the same page, if you will. Okay. All righty. It's just about 7:45, so Mr. Frizzell with a triplex on 68 Monmadeo Road. And I'm sorry I missed the sidewalk.
Oh, no problem. My
I
condolences.
understand it was an excellent one, that we should put you in charge of all sidewalks.
I don't know about that.
The pop-up made it. On a rainy day.
It's always on hand.
So if you could just tell the public what it is you're planning to do.
Planning on building a 3-unit triplex on 68 Mormadale Road. Each unit's gonna be 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. Lot size is 8 acres, which should be adequate for a triplex.
And you intend to occupy one of those units?
Correct. Owner occupied, as you so call it.
You say drill wells?
No, he didn't talk about wells, owner occupied in one unit.
Will be a well, and I know Daryl had a question. I did speak to my neighbors. He's down about 200 feet with his well, and he said he's got all kinds of water pressure.
Okay, we'll open it up to the public. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Frizzell about his proposed 3-unit?
I have one question.
Sure, go ahead.
Maybe you probably know the answer, but I'm kind of curious as to why they're draining one septic tank into another.
I was kind of curious the same way. That's the way Justin designed it. I didn't really understand how it worked. I'm not a septic designer. I have installed them. I've never seen a system designed quite like that. I can obviously pick his brain and see what the thought process
Just
is.
asking him what he did.
I-
I don't,
Beats me.
they've been around for a long time. I was just curious, more for my own information.
I think it had more to do with the volume of storage than anything.
And all the waste is gonna be in one tank.
That was my thought process as well.
So it might be worth asking before they have it put in.
Yep.
I'm not gonna hold this up, but just curious.
You might want to let the code enforcement officer, Craig, in on how this works, so that when he does the inspection.
No, absolutely. And I've got to ask him anyways, because like Daryl said, I'm wondering where the waste
Hold
is.
on, wait a minute, we've got 2.
Have a laundromat on a septic system.
Yeah.
And you had one spill into another, and actually there were 3 on that one, and then out to the field. So I don't know why you would need it,
On this, all the waste is gonna be in one tank. That's why I was curious why they.
Definitely will, but,
And you were saying, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm not sure if there's an elevation change between the 2 tanks.
I
Assuming-
mean, it's not for me to design. I was just more curious about why they did it.
Nope, I was wondering the same thing, to be honest with you.
So you will answer your own question and let Craig.
I'll get an answer, one way or another.
Thank you.
Could it be that the,
Go ahead.
could it be that the first tank, which will receive the full capacity of the 3 units, does that one have an agitator to liquefy then pass
It's
on?
not, it doesn't have any kind of macerator pump.
It has nothing.
Assuming just once the first tank fills up, it overflows into the second tank.
Well, the,
Probably buys a little time to have the tanks pumped before it would actually become overfull, and then you have a problem.
sometimes the, with 3 units, the, may not dissolve fast enough. I mean, it could wind up plugging the pipes.
True, yeah, I mean,
Well,
I suppose
the
that's a,
agitator, it speeds up the,
yeah, I suppose
down.
that's a
It pumps the-
lime additive in the tanks would do a similar process.
Could be they want the water to set so that the particles will actually settle in that tank before it goes into the bed.
That could be,
I mean, they've been doing it for 100 years, so.
right. Which is why I used Justin Gardner. He came highly recommended from Craig, Sebago Technics.
Just for my own information is the only reason I'm asking. I'm not criticizing it at all.
And just a curiosity on my part, since I wasn't at the sidewalk, to ask you, what about the wells?
The wells, obviously, it's gonna maintain its distance from where it needs to be. I haven't, obviously, I can't tell how much water I'm gonna get, but speaking with my neighbor, that's probably 15 feet lower in elevation than I am, he's down about 200 feet with all kinds of water pressure. He didn't give me a gallons per minute measurement, but he said there's absolutely no shortage.
Craig, you will look for that before you give a building permit. Okay. All righty. Anything else?
I think it would be nice to know how deep that well is. You're probably gonna need 15 gallons a minute if everybody was running all at once.
I would assume at least.
Yeah.
And that's why, the previous meeting, I had picked up the name of Marquis Well Drilling. He designed a system that would, with a variable speed pump that would maintain water pressure for 3 units.
Unless he's so deep that he's got the headspace, unless he's so deep, he's got the headspace, mine's 400.
And I mean, at the end of the day, if it requires a second well, it requires a second well.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay.
It's his problem anyway.
Okay, any other questions? Seeing none, public hearing is closed, and we will probably vote on this before the end of the evening.
Sure.
We're all set to go.
Thank you.
What happens next is that when we vote, we put in conditions, and then I write a notice of decision, and I send one to you, and it stays in the records in both offices here. And the selectmen, I think I include them,
Okay.
okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I guess then we can vote on Mr. Frizzell's application, because we don't have any other business. Get out my reading book here. Yep, standards for, page 55. Standards applicable to conditional use is 6G.
This is Mr. Frizzell.
Yes. And this is on Wormadale Road, 68 Wormadale Road. All right, 61A, once again, I'll go through them. If you don't agree with me, please stop me. If I go too fast, Donna, just speak up. And we'll do the usual ABCs. A, the use will conserve shore cover and visual as well as actual access to water bodies. It's not applicable. B, traffic access to the site meets the standards contained in this ordinance, and traffic congestion has been addressed in accordance with performance standards in the ordinance. Yes. C, the site design is in conformance with all municipal flood hazard protection regulations. Not applicable. D, adequate provision for the disposal of all wastewater and solid waste has been made. And we say yes, but we did have a question on exactly how the septic system works that Craig needs to have that information prior to him giving you a bill. It will be through him. That was E. No, that was D. E, adequate provision for the transportation, storage, and disposal of any hazardous materials has been made, not applicable. F, a stormwater drainage system meeting state standards shall be installed, not applicable. G, adequate provisions to control soil erosion and sedimentation have been made. They will be made at the time of construction, and the code enforcement officer will enforce where applicable. H, there is adequate water supply to meet the demand of the proposed use and for fire protection purposes. That's one thing we didn't ask you was about fire protection. Have you, that's a 3 unit, so would there be a need for, I don't know what, are there any hydrants down in that area?
Big pond down there.
Pond isn't that far from there. I don't know if it's 1,200 road feet, but it's not much more than that I can imagine.
Would you speak with the fire chief, please, about the fire protection aspect, because it is a multi-unit building, and if you could have him write you whatever it is he has to say and give it to Craig, who will see that the rest of us get it. I, the provisions for buffer strips and on-site landscaping provide adequate protection to neighboring properties, including public areas from detrimental features of the development such as noise, glare, fumes, dust, odor, adverse visual impact, and the like. It really doesn't, it's not applicable because this is not a subdivision, so to speak. But I'm assuming there will be landscaping done at the building. And you will not, if you have any outside lights, like for people in their driveways or something, they should not be interfere with any neighbors. Okay.
Nearest neighbors.
Yeah, probably your nearest neighbors.
Or it doesn't say 800 anyway, yeah.
All right, J, all performance standards in this ordinance applicable to the proposed use will be met. Yes, they will. K, the use will not result in unsafe or unhealthy conditions. No, they will not. L, the use will not have an adverse impact on natural beauty, historic sites, or rare and irreplaceable natural areas. True, will not. So anybody want to add any other?
I'd just like to say one.
Sure.
I'm not criticizing that soil test. I'm just curious as to why it was designed that way.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's been around for years. I'm not a soil engineer. I would just wondered.
Right, I understand that.
Just want to make that perfectly
Yeah,
clear.
so I'm not putting anything like that in the notice of decision, no. Does anyone else have any other condition that should be added? Seeing none, all in favor of approving Mr. Frizzell's application for his triplex with the conditions that were stipulated? Who moves? Bob moved, 2 seconds. Pete seconded. All in favor? Okay. Free to go? Just do whatever he tells you. Do whatever he tells you. You need credit. Pardon? Yes. Oh, my God. Good.
Hey, listen, you sat through this whole thing. You certainly.
Cookie and a cupcake or whatever you want. Take more than
It must be your mother, right? She looks just like you.
take one for mom and dad and eat them all. I don't think we have any other business. So this being,
Are we adjourned?
not yet. This, someone was thoughtful enough to make this public service awareness or recognition week. And some very kind person gave us all a certificate of service. And we have some goodies over here to partake of it at, when we adjourn. So,
And something to drink.
water. So is there anything else we need to discuss? If not, is there a motion to adjourn? Bob moved, Pete seconded, all in favor. No mad rush for the cookies, but